Hi, I'm here with your foundational skills lesson today. We are going to start by following directions. So I am going to say a sentence, and the ending word, I'm going to break it apart. And I want you to see if you can blend those sounds together to figure out what the word is. And then I want to see if you can perform the action and follow directions. Okay, are you ready? The first one is tap your toes. Tap your toes. You hear it? Toes. Toes. You got it. Tap your toes. Can you tap your toes? Great job. All right. The next one is pinch your nose. Pinch your nose. What is the word? It's nose. Pinch your nose. Great job. All right. Next is lick your lips. Lick your lips. What's the word? It's lips. Lick your lips. Try it now. Great job. All right. Next one is hold your chin. Hold your chin. Did you do it? Hold your chin. Great job. All right, next is stomp your foot. Stomp your foot. If you stomped your foot, you're correct. All right, last one. Slap your knee. Slap your knee. If you slapped your knee, you are right. Great job. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to say a word, and when I tell you the word, I want you to break that word apart. So listen. So the word pat begins with p and it ends with at. So when I say pat, you say p at. P at. You're going to break it up into the parts. All right, so let's try this one. When I say sat, you say s at. S at. All right, next one. When I say pup, you say p up. P up. Great job. Next, when I say pen, you say p-n. P-n. Great. When I say map, you say m-app. M-app. Two more. When I say hug, you say h-ug. H-ug. Great. Last one. When I say bed, you say b-ed. B-ed. Great job. All right. Remember, at the end of words, the letter S can make the sound S as in naps or Z as in dims. Dims. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. I am going to tell you a word, and we're going to practice writing that word. So I'm going to practice with you, but I want you to have a pen and paper, or pencil and paper, crayon and paper, whatever you might have there close by. I want you to have those things, and I am going to tell you some sounds, and I want to see if you can write the word. Okay? You ready? Okay. The first word is dims. Dims. Ready? Here we go. Dims. What's the first sound that you hear? D, d, d. D. I. I. What letter says I? It's I. D. I. Next is M. 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 And then do you hear at the end, dims, dims. I'm going to add an S onto the end. My dad dims the light before we start watching a movie. Dims. Great job. All right, ready for the next one? The next word is naps. Naps. What sound do you hear at the beginning of that? Naps. N. Naps. N. A. A says ah. N. A. P. Naps. S. Naps. Great job. Naps. Vincent naps with his favorite stuffed animal. Naps. Awesome. All right, let's try two more. Pats. Pats. All right, what sound do you hear? P, p, p. P. A. 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 T, t, t. Pat. T. And then S on the end. Pats. Pats. Awesome job. All right, last one. Oh, when Grandma pats my head, I know she's proud of me. Pats. Last one is sips. S. Sips. S. I says P. Sip. Sip. Sips. Sips. Great job. All right. Let's move on to the next thing. So before we do, just remember that at the end of words, the letter S can make the sound S as in naps, and it can make the sound Z as in dims. Awesome. Okay. We have learned so many new words with this module. And I just want to do a quick review today. And I want us to kind of speed read and look at these words together and spell them out at the same time. Okay? All right. Here we go. Ready? Your first word is with. With. Let's spell it. W-I-T-H. With. Next up. Sits. Sits. S-I-T-S. Sits. She. I hope you're getting these so fast. She. S-H-E. She. Ran. R-A-N. Ran. The next word is put. Put. P-U-T. Put. The next one is me. M-E spells me. Me. It. I-T. It. In. I-N. He. H-E. He. Has. H-A-S. Has. Just a couple more. Did. D-I-D. Did. And the last one. An. A-N. An. Great job. All right. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to see if I can show you a picture and us use some of those sight words that we've learned to create sentences. So we're going to put those sight words together to form sentences with a picture. So the first picture I have is an apple. An apple. So let's see if I can write some of these sight words and you help me, okay? I'm going to move the apple down here. Okay, here we go. He has an apple. He has an apple. That's using the sight words that we've learned. He has an apple. I'm going to stop my sentence with a period. Perfect. He has an apple. Let's try another one. Let's try this. What's that word? Dogs. Dogs. All right. So let's put a word together for dogs. She ran with dogs. All right. Can we read it together? This one says, she ran with dogs. She ran with dogs. And oh my goodness, I'm looking back over here, and I always want to make sure that I start sentences with a capital letter. So I'm going to change that lowercase s to a capital S. And what do I need to add at the end? If you said a period, you're right. I'm stopping my sentence. Perfect. She ran with dogs. Good. Last one. All right. Chair. Chair. All right. Ready for our sentence? She sits in the chair. All right, let's read it together. She sits in the chair. Great job. Look at you putting those sight words together and creating sentences. Awesome. All right, the last thing that we're going to do today is look back over our 2 Start Right Reader stories that we've read this week. This week we have read Nat and Mac, and we also read Fix It. And I want to talk just really quickly about how these books were alike and how they were different. So think back to the text, Nat and Mac. So what is the setting in Nat and Mac? What is a setting? Do you know? A setting is where you are. So where does this story take place? Do you remember? I'm going to show you a few pictures. They're in a bakery. All right. How about the setting for the story Fix It? Where does this story take place? Does that look familiar? They're in a grocery store. So the setting in these texts are different. The first story is in a bakery, and the last story is in a grocery store. Now, how do these settings connect? How are they similar? The settings connect because they are both places where people can buy food. You can buy food at bakeries, but you can also buy food at grocery stores. So that's the connection there. How do the workers in each of these stories help people in their communities? So the helpers in Nat and Mac and the helpers in the story Fix It, how do they both help people in the community? What do they do? In both stories, the workers provide food for the people in their communities. So they are helpers. Would you rather work in a bakery like Mac or in a grocery store? What do you think? Why? What would be your pick? I think that I would like to work in a bakery so that I could bake yummy cakes and decorate them for people's birthdays and special occasions. And so I could make yummy donuts and loaves of bread, and I would love to share that with my friends and family. So that would be my pick. So what's yours? Would you rather work in a bakery like Mac or in a grocery store? And why? All right. I hope that you have learned a lot with this module and with this unit, and I will see you next time. See ya!